To a netball match between Lancaster 1's and Liverpool 2's as Liverpool get us underway with the centre pass. As the loose ball is gathered on the floor by Lancaster, it will be a penalty on the goal attack, giving Lancaster a first possession of the ball. Inside to Edwards, who finds Sherlock. Contact on the goal shooter, it'll be a free penalty pass or shot. Sherlock opts to shoot, comes back off the rim, grabs the rebound. Doesn't drop again, and it's well defended by Smith. Yakub has a chance to find Scott. Hutchinson back to Yakub. Scott does well to reach that one before finding Newell, and it's broken up in the middle by Abby Murphy. Before the pass goes awry and Liverpool get hold of the ball once again, mishandled on the baseline. Smith, Newell will have an opportunity to get the ball inside. As Lancaster will bring the ball away again this time. Good defence from the goalkeeper Tamara Smith. Cuts out the pass intended for Sherlock. A little cagey opening to this one so far. So it's a pass inside intended for Norkel is well defended by the goalkeeper. A little contact will give Norkel a shot. It's well defended again by Garrett. And Liverpool unable to capitalise on that one, and the score remains 0-0. KG opening to this one, Henry.
Yeah, not really being able to get many shots away. Kind of been a bit of a slow start, kind of in between the nets so far.
Little call for touch on from the goalkeeper as Sherlock will shoot and get us underway, and it will be a Lancaster centre pass. It's Edwards using Murphy with a stretch pass, unable to corral it is Sherlock. There was a little foul in the build-up to that one as Smith will use Yakub, who finds Hutchinson. Good play from the Liverpool team, stretching the Lancaster defence. And it's goal shooter Norkel is too strong underneath. And Lancaster unable to get out of their own end, but that pass is well intercepted and well read by Laura Tim. as Lancaster will come again once more. Great movement there from Becky Griffin to get free, and Sherlock will have an opportunity and gets her second of the evening, and it's 2-0 to Lancaster. Hutchinson throws one up, and Norkel is too strong for opposite number. That shot's too weak. It will be again called for contact. Plenty of movement from the Lancaster girls. It's Ellie Lee who gets free once again, but her pass doesn't quite make its intended target in Sherlock. That'll be a penalty on the goalkeeper, and Sherlock scores her third of the game. As the table seemed to be a little behind us on the score, I'm pretty sure it's be 3. As just be a quick stoppage in play as Meg Garrett just tends to a little cut. Just seemed to get caught up in a little tangle there.
Lancaster being more clinical in and around the net. Sherlock already completing our hat-trick. Plenty more to come.
Indeed, plenty more to come. There'll be a little stoppage as we find some medical assistance. Should be back underway in just a matter of seconds. There we are, all taped up, and Garrett is ready to go again. Griffin to Murphy, and then the long ball again. Seems to be the tactic Lancaster are going to employ there, coming in from the just inside the third. A little over eager to get that one back, and it will be a Liverpool ball. As Yakub weighs up her options, finds Smith brings it, Edwards brings it away. The pass goes up once again. As Sherlock's shot is just a little too strong, comes off the rim. Be contact on the goalkeeper, and Ellie Sherlock scores once again. The referees are happy for us to continue, or the umpires should I say, as Liverpool look to use Lancaster tactic, using the height that Norkel possesses over opposite number, but it was a Lancaster sideline ball. As Laura Tim stepping into the play. And once again, the Lancaster tactic of the long pass in over the top is too strong, and Liverpool will have a chance to see if they can get on the board. As Lancaster turn it over in mid-court. Tactic once again, throws it up, but Smith, the goalkeeper, is there and wise to that one on this occasion, as Hutchinson looks to find the goal attack inside, and this time Norkel is able to grab it, but then a little two-step travel, and Norkel seems a little frustrated with herself early in this encounter, and another travel there from Ellie Lee, and it'll be a Liverpool free pass. Another obstruction call, and Hutchinson looks for the long inbound pass towards the goal attack, but it's well read by Laura Tim, and Snorkel will have an opportunity. This time the And there we go, Norcal gets us on the board for Liverpool, their first point of the encounter. And Emily Edwards will get us underway with a centre pass. Edwards once again, a little contact from her opposite number. And the long pass finds Griffin, who is free. And scores Lancaster's 5th point of the evening. Liverpool get us underway with a centre pass. Good contest between Edwards and Hutchinson via Lancaster sideline. Oh, mind the cameras on that one, as Liverpool sideline ball. That pass just too strong for Emily Edwards. Hutchinson's pass is deflected, but it finds its intended target. And Newell finds Norcal using her height, and that one's in and out off the rim. And good rebound, very strong from Meg Garrett underneath the rim. Good pace to this opening quarter from the Lancaster girls. They're looking to utilise that tactic again, but goalkeeper Tamara Smith is wising up to the long pass.
Yeah, seems a lot of passing play, and then seems a tactic of the long ball over the top for both sides so far, but both goalkeepers kind of wising up to the plans now. But Liverpool do have quite a lot of height up front in their goal shooter in Norcal, so I think over time Norcal could see a bit of success with that.
As you're almost in again, but the referee umpire calls a contact there on Ellie Sherlock. A couple of times now that Sherlock's been caught for just using the forearm just to create a little bit of extra separation from a defender. As Emily Edwards is too fast, too strong for her opposite number to claim the loose ball in the centre court. Sherlock uses the pass to get a bit of better location for a shot. Be an obstruction on Yakub, and Becky Griffin will score for Lancaster, and it's now 6-1. It'll be a Lancaster centre pass using Garrett, who's looking for Griffin, but that pass is intercepted by Liverpool centre Newell. Things just becoming a little scrappy in centre court. A couple of passes going awry, and Liverpool have the numbers as the goal attack gets free inside the D. But the ball is over the top, and Laura Tim corrals the loose pass. For Sherlock picks the ball up just outside the D, using the centre Emily Edwards to try and find a little better positioning. There'll be a contact on the centre. That's Newell. It'll be a penalty pass. Ellie Lee looks to find Sherlock just inside the D, but that's tapped away.
Slapped out there. Good defending there by the Liverpool defence there.
As Yakub looking to turn defence into attack as the ball goes up long for Norcal. Norcal unable to grab that one. It just comes off her fingertips and disappears behind the side court. Another set of good play from the Lancaster girls, and just like that it's in the hands of Ellie Sherlock, who draws the penalty, but the shot is good and that will count as 7-1 to the home side, as Jasmine Newell will get us underway once again with the Liverpool centre pass. Lancaster turn it over once more. Edwards gets away from her marker, finding Griffin, and her long shot is good. We move on to an 8-1 lead as Edwards will take the centre pass. Griffin working up well with Sherlock, the goal shooter drawing the foul. Will be obstruction, penalty pass or shot. Sherlock from her left leg and makes no mistake whatsoever. It's starting to get warmed up now, the Lancaster girls.
Yeah, very consistent. Ellie Sherlock underneath, and really not seemed to have missed a shot so far. but Liverpool girls are struggling, kind of getting pinned in, and every time Lancaster do go forward, they seem like they're scoring at the moment.
Once again, the goal shooter for Liverpool, Rebecca Norkel, too strong inside the D, committing the penalty. Again, as you say, allowing Lancaster out. Great link-up play there between Edwards and Sherlock. Sherlock draws the foul and the shot doesn't quite go, but she's got the penalty advantage. And then once again from her left leg, this time too strong. The rebound comes off the hands of Yakub, and Sherlock is able to grab that, and once again makes no mistake. Edwards will get us underway. Edwards with the long stretch pass for Sherlock, who grabs it on the bounce, and once again
sticks it home. Yeah, Lancaster very much showing the reflection of the table so far, and luckily Liverpool haven't won a game so far, and their games really haven't gone kind of their way, you'd say, Greg.
No, not quite, as the strong pass there from Newell comes back off the post, and Newell herself committing the foul, once again allowing Lancaster the chance to escape from the defensive third. There's a good defence there from Claudia Scott, breaks up another Lancaster attack as Lee uses Griffin, finds Sherlock, the opportunity using Lee to get a little better angle for a shot, and then the foul gives her another attempt at a goal, and once again making no mistake. Sherlock well warmed up at the front as Lancaster's goal shooter.
Yeah, Lancaster going forward with a lot of pace and little quick intricate balls to get a better position to shoot. And
it's Griffin this time, her shot's just too long, and this time the foul comes on Lancaster goal shooter Ellie Sherlock. Good play from Hutchinson, linking up with Yakub to find Newell. Newell using the goal attack. Scott is free, finding the goal attack inside the D, but the ball comes just off the fingertips of Newark. Good balance there from Meg Gra, the Lancaster goal defence, and there she is again, linking up well with Griffin. Griffin, who uses the wing defence, Abby Murphy. There's Griffin again, a live wire at the front for the Lancaster girls. A good play from Claudia Scott there, just to avoid stepping inside the D. And there's Hutchinson, she's free, uses the goal attack, and then Hutchinson throws a long pass that's gathered by Norkel, and she has the opportunity. Her shot is just again too weak. We'll get another opportunity from behind the court. And this time, again, a little miscommunication between Newell and Norkel, and it will be a Lancaster sideline ball.
Yeah, Liverpool seems really kind of a bit like they're snatching at the chances every time they get. They've not had many attacks so far, and every time they do, it kind of seems like they're a bit panicky. Whereas for the Lancaster attack, Sherlock's sticking everything through, so you think they're just cutting through them like butter almost sometimes, Greg.
And there she is once again, Ellie Sherlock adding to her total. Liverpool get us underway with the centre pass. Contact there from Abby Murphy allows Hutchinson the space to use her goal attack. Will be a penalty pass. Penalty shot or pass, that one adjudged on the goal attack. And the final play of the first quarter is Liverpool unable to take advantage of that final opportunity, and that brings us to the close of the first quarter. Lancaster leading 13 points to 1. Welcome back, and we're almost ready to go once again here at the Lancaster University Sports Centre with Lancaster University 1st's leading Liverpool 2nd's by a score of 13-1. A couple of changes for both sides at the half. It's going to be Emily Edwards to get us underway with the centre pass. And once again, just as we saw in the first quarter, Lancaster using the ball well down the right-hand side. As Edwards able to grab the ball after a little, and this will be a centre foul on Jasmine Newell, the centre. It's Edwards. And there's Griffin to open the account for Lancaster in this second quarter. As Newell's pass is intercepted by Ellie Lee. Lee on the ball once again using Meg Garrett. Her stretch pass to Edwards is intercepted by Tamara Smith. It will be a Lancaster ball from the back line. Once again, Smith getting a hand in the way of that pass. And here's Sherlock once again. And just like the first quarter, Sherlock showing good form with ball in hand, shooting at the net. Once again, Lancaster using the ball well down the right hand side as Ellie Lee, she gets the ball stripped. It will be a contact from Scott, and Sherlock once again with an opportunity to extend Lancaster's lead, and from just inside the D this time Sherlock is true. Turner looking to thread the pass through, and good commitment there from Newell, but unable to keep the ball inbounds as Tim and Garrett connecting well in the defensive third, bringing the ball away for Lancaster. Edwards' pass is intercepted by Newell, and it will be a Lancaster sideline ball. Tamara Smith with the free pass, and Newell grabs the loose ball off the fingertips of Yakub. Scott back to Newell. Back to Scott once again, looking for an option to alleviate some of the pressure. It'll be a penalty on Yakub, just a bit too strong, wanting to get away from their own defensive third. As Griffin uses the wing defence, Murphy. A pass intended for Griffin is too strong. It will be Tamara Smith to get us back underway, but her pass is well defended by Ellie Sherlock and goes out of bounds for Lancaster sideline ball. There'll be contact called on Tamara Smith, the goalkeeper. As Sherlock takes a little step forward, getting a little closer to the hoop off the left foot. Her shot is too strong. Tamara Smith once again will inbound from the Liverpool back line ball. It's Abby Murphy a little too aggressive, looking to regain possession, commits the penalty, and Yakub's strong shoulder pass is picked off well in the mid-court by Tim. And Murphy showing her acrobatics just to stay onside. He's linking up well, Garrett and Murphy, to get an inbound pass towards the shooters, and it will be Griffin. Her shot just off the front of the rim is rebounded well by Yakub. Scott, her pass finds Newell. Scott once again left with little option, not really much movement from the Liverpool girls in front of it. Yakub pass finds Turner. Newell with the long pass towards the goal attack. And Turner's pass Newell inside with the first real chance for Norkel, but well read once again by Tim. And then just like that, as fast as you like, Griffin inside to Sherlock, but Sherlock commits the contact foul on Tamara Smith, and Liverpool have an opportunity to get out of their third. As Griffin looks to apply the pressure on Liverpool once again. Sherlock and Griffin linking up well in the D for Lancaster. As Griffin takes a little step forward, grabs the rebound from her own shot off the rim. Penalty shot or pass, leaves it for her teammate Sherlock, who makes no mistake once again.
Yeah, unlucky Liverpool going there forward. Kind of another long ball over to Norkel, not really making it through. Lancaster's goalkeeper really doing well to keep her closely marked and just not letting her touch the ball at all.
Sherlock with the pass a little too strong, maybe her first mistake of the evening. It's a 17 points to 1 lead that Lancaster have over their visitors, Liverpool 2's. Newell with the athletic leaping through centre court. A judge just to have dragged her pivot foot, and will be a Lancaster ball. As Garrett looking to find her options, finds Lee. The pass is intercepted by Tamara Smith. The ball seems to have just disappeared across to the other half of the sports hall. Smith collects that as Lee gets his back underway. Her long pass is well corralled by Edwards. Finds Sherlock, her shot too strong, goes in search of the rebound, and it will be a Liverpool backline ball. Smith with a dangerous little floating pass, but Griffin adjudged to have committed the foul. Liverpool try to get out of their own third and see if they can get themselves on the board. Newell linking well with Turner. Goal attack in towards Norkel. Be a penalty on Laura Tim, giving Norkel an option to shoot or pass. Her shot is too strong, as Abby Murphy this will be a little change around, as Helen Ecton will come into the game at goal shooter. Ellie Sherlock will move to goal attack, and Becky Griffin will move to wing attack as Ellie Lee takes a seat on the bench. Newell finds Turner looking to get Liverpool's first points of the second quarter. There's a contact called on Meg Garrett. And the goal attack for Liverpool, her shot just comes in and out off the rim, and the rebound is well grabbed by Garrett. Griffin in a new position of wing attack. And Ecton's pass bound for Griffin is well grabbed by the wing attack. Be a contact called on Tamara Smith as Helen Ecton looks to use outside of the D. The contact will be called on Ellie Sherlock, giving Liverpool another opportunity to clear the lines. A good defence there on just outside Liverpool's defensive third. Will be a Liverpool free pass. Little contact there from Becky Griffin, too strong in her pursuit of the ball. This pass intended for Newell is too strong as Edwards grabs the loose ball, but seemed to adjudged to have a little travel. Edwards looking to attain for her earlier mistake, but Newell is there to grab that pass, and her finds Norna Turner. Pass for Norkel is awry. So Ellie Sherlock now playing at goal attack, looking to use Becky Griffin. Foul adjudged on Claudia Scott. Griffin uses Edwards And Ecton with a penalty pass or shot, giving her all the time in the world to score her first goal of the evening. As Edwards gets us underway with the centre pass. Edwards there finding Norkel. Norkel with the shot and through the hoop as Liverpool get on the board in the second quarter. The first real chance they've had really so far.
Yeah, obviously that score there came from a lot of quick play going forward by Liverpool. I think that's what they need to be doing, kind of more, just a lot quicker going forward, I think, and have a bit more success if they want to get back into this game, I think, Greg.
A little bit more possession will be key for Liverpool if they want to get anywhere near back into this game. Once again, as we say that, Lancaster force a turnover, and Ecton's long pass is well gathered by Edwards. Edwards with the pass inside into the D for Ecton, using her length, her long levers to reel that one in, and Ecton scores her second of the evening. Edwards looking to get the ball back for Lancaster. A little too strong in her pursuit once again, as Turner with the option finds the goal attack, whose shot is too strong. Will be a Lancaster backline ball. Norkel, a little bit of frustration kicking in there as he commits the foul on Tim. Lancaster with all the time in the world, moving the ball efficiently with good pace as well. And once again, it will be Sherlock with the backline pass, uses Becky Griffin and finds Sherlock, grabs her rebound from her shot, and once again is true with the shot as Lancaster move to a 20-2 lead. Great long pass in intended for Sherlock. Griffin there, whose pass it was, judged to have committed the foul, and Helen Ecton there showing good defence, even though went out of bounds. Good commitment from all of the Lancaster girls on defence, and it pays off once again as Edwards grabs the loose ball. Griffin inside to Ecton. Ecton out jumped there by Tamara Smith, the goalkeeper. Good fast play from Liverpool, gets the ball up the other end, but it's well defended by Abby Murphy.
Yeah, Liverpool look a lot better going forward when they're counter-attacking. Just try and move it forward a bit quicker, and then they catch some of the Lancaster players trailing, who they've got so many flooding forwards. Reason why they've got such a big lead at the moment.
Norkel with the free penalty shot makes no mistake, and it's 23 as Newell gets us underway again. As we say, good fast play from the Liverpool girls, bringing another opportunity for Norkel. Tim too close there, defending that shot, and good aggression there to knock away the rebound for Norkel. More good defence from Gara, but Gara just judged to have committed foul there on Tim. Rebound once again from the goal attack. And Liverpool getting themselves on a little run there. Lancaster with the ball once again. Strong long pass from Becky Griffin there, well over the head of Ellie Sherlock. Liverpool see if they can mount another fast break as Newell gets the better of Edwards. And Tuckley. Newell's pass intended for Tuckley. The penalty just inside the D on Garrett, as Tuckley's pass looking for Norkel is intercepted by Laura Tim, and Abby Murphy unable to control that one, as it will be a penalty on Turner. Griffin looking for an inbound pass into the D, finds Sherlock. Shot just comes off at the back of the rim, and Yakub grabs the rebound. And as we said earlier, Liverpool looking good going forwards on the fast break. And Norkel there really finishing the move off with the basket.
Yeah, there we go again, like we said. Really good going forward on the counter, and kind of Lancaster with the freedom to put people forward, and then do get caught out on the counter sometimes.
Good defence there from Lancaster to avoid another Liverpool goal. As Edwards finds Griffin. Griffin's looked very elusive since a move from goal attack to wing attack. As Ecton came on in place of Ellie Lee just at the beginning of the second quarter. Pass goes awry and is intercepted by Tamara Smith. Newell with a lot of time and options to choose her pass, but the pass from Tuckerley is too high for the tall Norkel. As Edwards brings it away. Griffin looks very elusive, and that great pass inside to Sherlock, who converts. Lovely interplay from Griffin and Sherlock for yet another Lancaster score. As we can hear the time elapses in the second quarter. Lancaster leading by a scoreline of 21-5, but a little better encouraging signs for the Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely. I think just maybe put a few people forward. I think maybe a few more. Lancaster really reaping the benefits of that so far. Kind of got good balls going over the top, finding space, running into space, whereas Liverpool kind of seem less. There's less movement up front for them, Greg, I reckon.
Yeah, not as dynamic. I think the move of when Ellie Lee came off, I seemed to have picked up an ankle injury, moving Griffin to wing attack and Sherlock to goal attack. Griffin has looked really threatening in the final third, looking for that pass inbound into her shooters, Sherlock and Ecton. I think that has took them a little time just to get used to it, and gave Liverpool the opportunities. We said we've seen exploit the fast break opportunities, but yeah, good signs for Liverpool. Hopefully they can come back into the contest and make this more of a contest, shall we say.
Yeah, kind of obviously the first quarter very, very dominated by the Lancaster home side so far, and kind of much of the same in the second quarter as well. But yeah, I think Lancaster just really don't really need to change anything, because they've got such a big point margin at the moment. There's nothing they really need to change in attack or defence. I think the goalkeeper, Laura Tim, really got the goal shooters and goal attack, people in and around scoring opportunities, got it on lockdown really so far. For 5 points to only be scored in 2 quarters, really showing the defensive effort that her and her players around her are putting in.
Yeah, as we alluded to earlier, this matchup kind of has shown been, how should we say, demonstrated the league position of the both sides. Obviously Lancaster in 4th at the moment, having played 8, won 2, drawn 1, lost 5, and Liverpool propping up the table, having played 9 and lost all 9. Previous encounter between the two sides finished 30 points to 41 in favour of Lancaster. Seems to be a bit more of a gap forming in this first one, in this game than the scoreline suggests.
Yeah, I think I looked at some of the Liverpool players' faces kind of at the end of the first quarter and then at the end of the second quarter, and it's very much a pained look, you could say, Greg. Kind of, is this gonna happen again? Are we gonna lose again? Kind of heads drop a bit when Sherlock's keeps on scoring relentlessly. Kind of the cycle that they've unfortunately been through this season for the Liverpool girls.
Yeah, no, a lot gets made about winning being a habit, but losing can easily become a habit as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially losing, like, it's quite hard to pick yourselves up, especially when they know, unfortunately, they've been relegated. They've not won a game this season so far, and it's kind of just a bit gut-wrenching that you come again for another away game and you could say, almost out of it by the first 2 quarters, arguably. With the way Lancaster have been scoring and playing going forward, you think it's very unfortunate for Liverpool again to kind of be another result that they've been all too familiar to this season.
Yeah, Liverpool's only win coming in the cup competition in the round of 32, 52 points to 34 win over Sheffield Threes. But other than that, as we said, 9 defeats in the league, a complete contrast to last year having won Northern Division 3A. Obviously the step up in calibre of the matches seems to have taken its toll on the Liverpool side. We'll have happy memories though of coming to Lancaster. We did wonder before the game whether that would have any inkling on the match, with a 61-37 win last year in their trip to play Lancaster 2's, but obviously taking on the first team this time seems to have been a bit of a difference in class.
Yeah, I think obviously there's always a big jump up between the BUCS leagues. Played 10 and won 10 last year, and then they've had all the results flipped this year. Kind of hard to, obviously at university, to keep a consistent team throughout 2 years, and kind of the struggle that you can do really well one year and then lose some of your good players and you'll really struggle, especially getting promoted. So I think that's exactly what's happened to Liverpool here, unfortunately. They don't look like a bad side at all. They've got the makings of a really good side, and I just think does seem like in-game the morale does seem a bit low, but they seem to be quite happy now. They're just having a little team talk, but I think when you get back into the game, you can't eradicate from the back of your mind that unfortunately they've really not had a great season so far on court.
So we seem to be ready to go once again. A couple of changes in the Lancaster side. As Edwards has moved to wing attack. Sherlock still in at goal attack. Helen Ecton in at goal shooter. As Ellie Edwards in her new position of wing attack. Ellie Lee now playing at centre, using the inbound pass to Ecton. Ecton, her first basket of the second half, as Lancaster extend to a 17-point lead. There's contact drawn on Newell. And Ellie Lee will look to find an inbound pass, see if she can find Ecton or Sherlock all alone on the far side. And her shot is good. And 23-5, just like that. Lancaster coming out on fire in the second half.
Yeah, Sherlock's not forgotten how to score in that half-time break. Again, being very, very consistent, scoring everything that's coming to her.
Abby Murphy with the pass to Edwards, as the Liverpool goalkeeper Crowther takes a strong hit on the floor. She seems to be all right to get back to her feet. Gives away the foul on Sherlock, and once again, as we said, Sherlock really got a shooting boots on today. Ecton, good movement from the Lancaster goal shooter, as Sherlock goes full stretch to keep that one from going out of bounds, but her effort is in vain. It will be Crowther to find Yakub, who's moved forward to wing defence. Newell using Yakub forward to Scott, the wing attack. Luckily, her pass is too strong, and it will be a Lancaster sideline for Tim. As Garrett, the looping pass forward to Ellie Lee. Scott, the Liverpool wing attack, grabs the loose ball. Foul on Emily Edwards. It's Ellie Lee, too enthusiastic in her pursuit to get the ball back, was barreling in to the Liverpool player. Once again, Liverpool unable to find their pass, and Scott picks off the pass intended for Lee. And there's Tim once again, goalkeeper with those long arms, intercepting the pass, and just like that, it's down the other end, and Sherlock has the ball in the net, and just like that, easy.
Commentators curse there.
Just been a little trouble.
Very good score though, to be fair. Don't take anything away from the finish.
Contact on the goalkeeper. Crowther will give Sherlock an opportunity to score again from a similar range from the shot just before that was adjudged not to count, but that one will count. Sherlock extends Lancaster's lead to 19. So the pass comes just off the fingertips of Scott and will be Tim to inbound the sideline ball, finding Murphy, who finds the wing attack Edwards, and once again inside is Ellie. Sherlock no missing this third quarter.
No, I think, as you said, I reckon she's only made one mistake this whole game.
Acton linking up well with the centre Lee. That pass was tipped away by Smith, then a travel from Acton. It'll be a Liverpool sideline ball. Good defence once again from the Lancaster offensive unit. Crowther, the goalkeeper, looking for our options. Yakub finds Newell. Finds Tuckley inside. The pass just over the top will be a contact called on Abby Murphy. Tuckley with the shot. As Tim overshadows the shot. Penalty called on her, and it's 26-6 with that score for Liverpool from Tuckley. Tim will take the free pass down that left-hand side. Lancaster sideline ball. Sherlock linking up wonderfully with Emily Edwards, and Sherlock once again making the basket.
It'd be nice to see her give her other attacking players a bit of an opportunity to score. But I mean, to be honest, I don't think any of her players will be complaining when she is scoring absolutely everything.
Great defence there from Tamara Smith. Penalty there on Abby Murphy. Yakub and Smith exchange passes. Scott, the wing attack, looks for the inbound pass to Tutley, and Knuckle underneath the hoop, adjudged to have taken a step. The penalty off the ball coming on the wing attack Emily Edwards. Seemed a bit disappointed in the call. Surprised the referee, the umpire, to pick that one out, as Newell decides the pass is sideways to Crowther. Tutley and Newell exchanging passes as Garrett is too aggressive. Tutley's shot is too strong, comes off the fingertips of Knuckle, trying to extend to get the rebound. Lancaster will bring it away once more with Tim linking well inside with Ellie Lee. Helen Acton finds Lee once again, who finds Sherlock underneath, who the commentators curse just a moment ago. That shot comes off the front of the rim, but it was only a minor blip, as she's there to take the penalty shot. It's a 28-6 scoreboard. Scott looking inside the D to find Knuckle, but that pass is too strong. It will be Lancaster ball once again. It's Murphy unlucky there, looked to have just kept the ball in, but the umpire adjudges otherwise. Tim using a long left arm to tip the ball away from the awaiting Knuckle, as Lee finds Acton inside, almost colliding with the post. It'll be a Liverpool ball. It's Acton unable to keep that one in. Newell finds Tutley. Tutley, her shot just too not strong enough, as Lee and Murphy linking well in centre court. Sherlock there once again with Edwards. Back to Sherlock from a mid-range this time, makes no mistake.
No, again, Lancaster very, very quick going forward, and it seems Liverpool centre players kind of struggling to get back and put in a defensive shift, kind of really getting worn out by the way Lancaster attacking so quickly. As Sherlock has the ball in their hands again, another shot, unlucky to miss there, but bit of a long ranger there. Really tested herself now, I think.
Really playing with some good flair, the Lancaster girls. As Murphy inbounds to Lee. Lee exchanges passes with Gara. Lee with the inbound pass looks away, thinking Ecton was going to make that basket easily, but it will be a Liverpool ball. Contact on Laura Tim in the D will give Norkel an opportunity to shoot, and shoot she does. 7th point of the evening for the travelling side, as Newell will get it underway. Liverpool girls having a laugh there in the centre court. Good to see them still playing with a smile on their face despite the disparity of the scoreboard.
Yeah, definitely. I think kind of this quarter's been a bit quiet for scoring kind of so far.
Obstruction on goalkeeper Crowther as Sherlock opts for a favoured left leg, and once again with a little assistance from the rim scores to make it a 29 points to 7 lead for the Red Roses. Contact on Ecton there will give Liverpool a chance to clear their lines. As Yakub looking for options, uses Smith, finds Ewell, back to Yakub. Good link-up play there with Scott as Newell grabs the deflected ball, as Tuttali's pass is tipped by Gara. As Tim using those long levers to make a nuisance of herself in the D for Lancaster. Scott uses the inbound pass to Tuttali, uses her body well to gain a good positional advantage on her opposite number, but Norkel's shot is too strong, but the penalty adjudged on Tim, and Norkel will score for Liverpool. Lee throws that long pass up for Sherlock. Lee once again from Sherlock, finding Edwards, and Ecton uses her options, decides against the shot. Lee interchanging well with Edmonds. Edwards' pass is tapped away by Smith, but unfairly so, and Ecton's shot is too strong, and Sherlock unable to grab the rebound. Be a sideline ball. Yakub unable to pick that one up. Would have been adjudged to have been a self-pass. Sherlock once again, same old Sherlock.
Nonchalant is the only word.
Sherlock involved in the play again. Lee and Ecton. Sherlock once again. Quite elementary, dear Watson.
Muscle memory now, kind of just kicking in. Just every attack looks Ellie Sherlock being the main pivotal point of trying to get more score on the board for the Lancaster girls.
Lee connecting well again with Edwards, who finds Sherlock this time from a right foot, makes no mistake once again. How many times have we said that this evening? As it will be a Lancaster free pass from the centre. Yakub is overly aggressive there to get the ball, as Lee's long stretch pass towards Sherlock. Sherlock this time adjudged to have committed the foul. Yakub her stretch pass to Smith, and there it is again, that Liverpool fast break that had them looking threatening in the second quarter as Newell exchanges passes with Norkel. There's Lee back on the defensive end to break up that pass, as Newell will take the backline ball. Contact called on Meg Garrett. Tuttley's shot is too long, but Norkel there to grab the rebound and is fouled by Tim. Norkel scores for Liverpool, who will take the free pass from the centre. Scott's pass looking too long, almost straight into the vending machines. Murphy connecting well with Garrett, who finds Murphy once again straight into the goal shooter Ecton. It's Edwards, little dink pass over the top to Sherlock, almost there, unable to drop, unlike Henry's jaw as that one went up. As Newell finds Tuttley, and Scott's unable to grab the strong pass from Tuffley, just coming off her fingertips and out for a Lancaster sideline ball. Garrett and Murphy linking well again in centre court. It's a fairly effortless looking pass from Edwards, found its target on the far side as Sherlock with the inbound pass. The centre is offside in the D, so it will be Sherlock to take the ball from just inside the D rather than shooting. Looks to find her centre Lee, and Ecton this time on the scoreboard once again. It's 34-9 to the home side. Lee to Sherlock once again in towards Ecton. The contact there on Crowther, as this will be the final action of the third quarter. Ecton's shot is no good, in and out off both sides of the rim, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter.
Very much the same in the netball terms of the game. Kind of Lancaster very much the dominant side, getting the more points in that quarter, leaving kind of an unassailable lead, you say, Greg, for the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it has looked that way for quite some time now, since the beginnings of this match early in the first quarter. Lancaster taking a fairly, as you say, unassailable lead in this one, 34-9 with 15 minutes remaining. Liverpool, a couple of glimpses of the prowess that they showed early in the second quarter to kind of give us a little teaser that this may become more of a contest than we've seen so far, but not really enough to warrant a closing of the gap.
No, I think they're good through the middle third of the pitch, kind of counter-attacking really quickly, and then the Lancaster defence really well organised, into position well and quickly, kind of blocking all the passing routes, and Liverpool kind of just mismatched and kind of a bit panicky there, trying the long ball over the top, and it's always cut out by Laura Tim, the goalkeeper, or it's going astray. I think Liverpool just lacking that clinical edge just at the top of their counter-attack to really push on and score more points.
Yeah, they've not really had much opportunity despite the lack of clinicity, shall we say, up front. Edwards, Lee, Sherlock and Ecton, the front four from Lancaster, has been very threatening and cutting really in through the Liverpool defence, and even on defence when Liverpool have had the ball, not really allowed them much of an outlet pass.
No, I think the attacking unit for Lancaster very much putting a good press up, not letting Liverpool the easy out, and an attack, doing some cut passes through the Liverpool defence, making them look very, very easy over the top, or kind of cutting through on a diagonal line, and they're just making it look quite easy from the centres, just cutting through. Ellie Lee especially doing very well at those passes, and kind of got the perfect shooter in Sherlock, who seems to be scoring from everywhere and all angles so far, Greg.
indeed. Sherlock being very prolific up front there, as well supported by a goal shooter, Ecton, as well, and has led to such a lopsided scoreline here with 1 quarter remaining. Final game this year for Liverpool 2's, as we were discussing earlier, have dropped all 9 of their decisions so far this season. Lancaster, on the other hand, have got 1 more league fixture remaining. That's next Wednesday versus the University of Manchester. An interesting one. The reverse fixture of that one finished in a 40 points to 40 draw. So that one is set up to be a good close encounter. Will likely be the title, the battle for 4th. Manchester also on 7 points as a result of that draw and 2 other wins as well. Will be interesting to see how that one goes. But that one is next Wednesday here once again in the Lancaster Sports Centre. Obviously, Lancaster have the showpiece match at the Roses competition this year in York. Netball will be the opening fixture with the opening ceremony and all the razzmatazz that goes along with that. Henry, as it'll be your first Roses, looking forward to the atmosphere?
Oh, definitely. I think especially there'd be quite a few of these girls, could be their first away Roses, having it as the showpiece. First game of Roses, you could say the pressure added a bit even more on top of that, but I think with the way they're playing, it depends how well York are as a unit. I'm not too sure how they are, but
well, let me tell you a little secret.
Lovely to know, Greg.
First
Lovely.
round of the Cup earlier this year, Lancaster played York 1s and ran out 57-41 winners. Quite a comfortable victory. Whether that'll be the same in York on their own patch, we will wait and see.
Yeah, add a bit of pressure, the opening game of the weekend, and I reckon we can see possibly a change of score, but as being from Lancaster ourselves, hope that doesn't happen, Greg.
Absolutely not. As we're ready to go here for the fourth and final quarter. Couple of changes at the back for Lancaster. It's Laura Tim now into goal defence. As Garrett swaps with Tim, she moves to goalkeeper. There's Ecton, the goal shooter, linking up well with. Once again, Ellie Sherlock with an opportunity to extend the lead. That one comes off the back of the rim and Ecton grabs the rebound. A foul on the goal defence. This time the foul on Ecton herself, and Liverpool with the first opportunity to show their counter-attacking skills in this 4th quarter.
Almost very, very good defence there again from the Lancaster centre. I reckon that's the first Lancaster attack just previous that they've not actually come away with points, I reckon, in the whole game.
Liverpool will have an opportunity to add their own points. Norkel's shot, even with the foul, is good. Enjoyed that one, did Norkel. A little fist pump and celebration. As we said earlier, good to see them playing with a smile in this one. As Tim exchanges passes with Lee and Sherlock. Her shot is not strong enough. It's one of the first times we've had to say that this evening, but Ecton makes no mistake. 35 points to 10 scoreline. Tim and Gara have been swapped positions for this final quarter, linking up well The two of them playing well on the defensive end for Lancaster. Pass over for Edwards. As Lee looks for her options, decides the best one is to go back to Tim. So he uses Edwards, the wing attack, and pass inside to Ellie Sherlock. Controls the ball and finds Ecton. And Ecton's shot comes off the front of the rim and is well rebounded by Liverpool. Bring that one away. As Newell ends up on the floor, but it's in the hands of Norkel, who scores once again for Liverpool. Lee with the free pass to Sherlock, evading her marker. Contact called on Crowther, the goalkeeper. Sherlock takes a step forward off the left foot. Crowther committed the foul on that one. He gives Sherlock a second invitation, for which she obliges and adds to the Lancaster total. Yakub's pass is telegraphed and picked off by Tim, but just adjudged to have caught the hand of Tuttley on the way through. Tim out of position, having committed that foul, as Tuttley was free underneath the basket, but Gara commits the foul, and Tuttley, at the second time of asking, closes the gap. Good movement from Helen Ecton, combining well with Lee, the centre. Sherlock tries to get the ball back to Lee. Sherlock's pass is intercepted by Newell. There's Newell with the inbound. The pass in the direction of Norkel, knocked away, but it will be a foul judged to be called on Gara, as Norkel adds another point to the Liverpool score. 12-36, 13-36. Newell once again, the fast break, this attacking platform provided from the centre court, but Norkel is unable to grab that one, and just like that, Lancaster showing off their fast pace and speed of their own, as Ecton is underneath the basket and scores just like that.
Possibly the best play of the game, I reckon, so far. Really, really quick, sharp counter there from the Lancaster girls. After Leeds, Liverpool, I mean, kind of seemed the better team in this quarter, you'd say.
Yeah, just on with the early goings of this one, Liverpool definitely come out to play, not to go. Will go down fighting in this fourth quarter, as Newell finds Tuttley inside, and her shot is just too long. Well defended there by goalkeeper Gara, as Lee is able to grab that one with nice little control to herself, and Sherlock uses Edwards, who feeds it back to Ecton. Ecton finds Sherlock in the goal attack with another opportunity and sinks another goal for Lancaster. Norkel does well just to grab that one, composes herself, looks back outside the D as her best option, and Tuttley is fouled by Gara. Norkel, the tallest shooter out there. Her shot is too strong, comes off the rim. Tuttley's shot is too strong once again. And Tim is first there to grab the loose ball, and Lancaster showing their fast break once again. As Ecton does well to grab that one and knock it off the leg of Turner behind for Lancaster ball. Sherlock still showing good commitment and determination to try and grab the rebound, but in her determination is just slightly too strong. Jakub's pass to Newell. Newell finds Noel. Shot doesn't quite go as we said earlier. Liverpool not quite as clinical with as Lancaster with the opportunities to score. As Edwards finds Sherlock once again, those two have combined well all night. It's tipped away by Turner defending that pass intended for Ecton. As Sherlock exchanges passes with Ellie Lee, and Sherlock scores once again with 39 points to 13 on the scoreboard. It's the leaping Emily Edwards just in front of our commentary position, grabs a loose pass from Lee, and there's Sherlock once again to add the 40th point to Lancaster's score. Been on fire all evening.
Yeah, again, just her and the Lancaster side going forward, being extremely consistent, clinical, just taking almost everything, and Liverpool just not really had the rub of the green with the possession and kind of the shots so far, as Sherlock again scores another goal.
Jakub takes a little tumble off the ball. Lancaster will play on. Sherlock with the opportunity to eclipse the score from the previous encounter, and does so without any problem. Newell's pass is tipped away by the wing attack Edwards. Jakub seems a bit disheartened with the referee's call, as Lee, in her attempt to keep the ball inbounds, goes careering into the backboards. There seems to be all right as she picks up that loose pass from the Liverpool goal defence Turner, and Sherlock makes them pay once again for the mistake. Goal shooter Ecton, who's had a quiet evening compared to her teammate Ellie Sherlock, working well off the ball as Ecton gets her opportunity now. Doesn't quite go for it, just off the front of the rim. We'll get a second attempt. Turner intervenes in that one, but on a third attempt, Ecton's shot is true. Norkel goes well to control that one, but footwork called on the goal shooter from Liverpool, and Lancaster with once again another fluid move, moving from defence to offence, but this time Jakub is able to break it up in centre court, and Norkel this time has an opportunity. Shot is no good, and well rebounded by Meg Garrett, the goalkeeper. Goal defence Tim finds the shoot to Ecton, and there's Sherlock once again on the favoured left foot. Seemed to rush that one a little bit.
Yeah, kind of a bit off balance there, kind of had to take the shot before the foot foul was called.
And there's Ecton all on her own, a couple of flying defenders in view, but not enough to distract her. She scores once again as Lee gets us underway with the centre pass. Edwards, a combination with Sherlock, working well once again. Obstruction called on goal defence Turner. Sherlock, her shot comes in and out off the rim, grabs her own rebound. Obstruction foul called once again on Turner and Sherlock. The third time of asking now, I haven't had to say that too many times.
I don't think we've said that at all so far, kind of been first or second attempts from Sherlock so far, kind of scoring at a consistent rate, and teammate and goal shooter, as you said, Ecton kind of providing a decoy most of the time for Sherlock to get in and around and keep on racking up the points for the Lancaster side.
As Norkel there adds another point for Liverpool. Lancaster on attack once again. Lee unimpressed with their options as Sherlock's shot once again comes off the front of the rim. Abby Murphy is called for the foul on Newell and Yakub, interchanging well. Once again the pass towards Norkel. Norkel composes herself, and that shot just comes off the rim, and the rebound rather casually grabbed by Laura Tim, who's there on the offensive end once again to find Edwards. Her pass in the direction of Ecton is intercepted, and Ecton called for the contact. Liverpool stringing a good couple of passes together as Tuttley shows good athleticism to grab that one. The shot just comes off the rim twice. Bounces out for a Lancaster backcourt ball. As Lee connects with Sherlock once again. Lee's pass just out of the reach of Ecton. Lee and Sherlock combining well again there, as they have done all night for the Lancaster attacking unit. Tim out of position, having committed that foul, but well defended by Gara. Is the long pass intended for Tuttley. Lee and Sherlock, that combination once again. Sherlock fakes out Turner and rather nonchalantly just turns around and accepts another one for me.
Yeah, you can tell Lancaster teammates have got confidence as most of the other attacking players are already walking back to get in their own half as Sherlock sets up to shoot most of the time.
Norkel responds with one of her own. We talked about winning and losing being a habit. This shooting certainly is, and Sherlock is well in her groove. A little overeager on that play. Commits the foul. It's Lancaster leaving a little bit exposed at the back there. Norkel unable to make them pay, but the rebound off the rim ends up in her hands. And there is the final whistle as we come to the end of this Northern 2A match between Liverpool and Lancaster. 47 points to 14, the final score here at Lancaster University. Not much of a competition really in the end for the home side.
No, kind of proving why they've got a few wins on the board so far in their division. Consistency kind of at the back and in attack for Lancaster. Liverpool really never able to really get a groove in the game, kind of a grip of scoring quite consistently and scoring after scoring, and Lancaster and Charlotte particularly were able to get on quite a roll.
Yeah, you mentioned Sherlock, the played goal attack and goal shooter in that first quarter. Her link-up play with Edwards and Lee really pivotal for the Lancaster attacking side.
Yeah, I think if they can keep that up, I think they'll be really confident going into their Roses game, Greg, I reckon.
Definitely so. As we mentioned beforehand, just one match remaining in the league for the Lancaster Ones. That'll be when they host the University of Manchester next week, having drawn with Manchester 2's on the reverse fixture. As you mentioned, heading into Roses, the showpiece event, the opening ceremony will be the netball this year. Could be the last game for a few of these players. Would be a nice way to go out with a win at the opening ceremony in York.
Yeah, obviously with another league game as well, so 2 games for the girls left. I think definite potential to definitely win their remaining 2 games and kind of finish on a high, as they've really played well today and kind of continue the form that they've got from today and give it a big confidence boost going into the next 2 games.
Did look the better side from start to finish, as you mentioned there. And that brings us to a close here on Live Suite Media. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the netball. Final score: Lancaster 47, Liverpool 15.